From 1988 comes the low-budget zombie movie Flesheater, Revenge of the Living Dead. Written, directed, starring Bill Hinsman, this regional horror movie owes a lot to Night of the Living Dead. Now, Bill was the main, or the first zombie in that movie, and he kind of reprises his role here in this regional horror movie, which has a lot of creativity in amongst it, but is also rather derivative of the entire zombie movement of movies in general. We get a group of kids who are going for a hayride, they're going to spend the night in the woods, get drunk, have some fun. We're kind of interspersed with other groups as well. We'll have a sort of Halloween party, because it is over the Halloween period this is set. And we have a farmer who is digging up some of his land when he discovers this seal that seems to warn of impending doom, which he blames on those darn college kids.
Goddamn college kids on my property again.
Rips it up, opens up a padlocked coffin to discover a zombie, who then causes a zombie outbreak.
Jesus, what the ugly son of a bitch.
It's very light on story. It's very light on just characters in general. We get a group of people whose names you don't have to learn. A lot of them are going to die throughout this movie. Some fairly early, some may last a little bit longer than first expected. And it's just watching these group of kids party, drink, have sex while we're waiting on the inevitable of the zombie attacks. But there is rather some fun moments in this.
No!
Oh shit! The gore and the blood and the guts and all those kind of things are expertly done, and it looks as if that's where the bulk of the movie's budget has gone, which is always a good thing to do. There is some wonderful effects on here, some of which I just cannot fathom how they did, which is always great. Some of which are just particularly great. There is also a very nasty streak throughout this movie. No one is safe. This isn't your typical zombie movie where it's only the adults that are getting it. There's kids getting eaten alive here by these zombies at certain points as well.
Wow! You're supposed to say trick or treat.
There's also moments where instantly people just turn against the lifelong friends. You know, like someone gets into a cabin, blocks it up, his friend drives it down and just like, it's too late, you have to find somewhere else.
Ralph, open the door!
No!
Come on, man, those things are right behind us!
It's too late! Go find someplace else to hide!
It has that kind of realistic vibe, I would imagine, you know, where everything just goes to crap and everybody starts to defend their own perspective and how they want to survive, and hell be damned if they're going to help anybody else. It does have this sort of inconsistent tone about it, where it has some great action set pieces, some great zombie and gore moments, but in between that can be interspersed with these sequences that drag on and they don't really offer anything to the story of Flesheater, of which there isn't really much. And the ending is remarkably just ripping off Night of the Living Dead. If you've seen that movie, you kind of know where the ending is going to go. But I liked a lot of what Flesheater had to offer. I wouldn't say it's one of the best discs I've seen from Vinegar Syndrome or one of the best movies, but the 4K was nice. It looked great. It didn't pop off the screen as one of the best looking 4Ks I've ever seen, but I've never seen the movie before, and I've got to imagine this is probably the best presentation that we've had of it.
Why don't you ever kiss me like that?
Well, maybe if you had tits like her, I would.
Go to hell.
I like the nasty streak that was in with Flesheater. I like the sort of realistic tendencies of a lot of the actors. I don't mind watching movies where the characters are, well, not that fully developed. The characters that are just moving through this world waiting for the next scenario to arise that they're going to have to fight against. I thought Bill Hinsman was really good as the zombie character, the one that was a little bit smarter, the sort of patient zero of the bunch that keeps causing these zombie outbreaks. I thought the actual practical photography in these locations really helped add a little sense of grandeur to it, of the Midwest look about the movie.
There's one.
Lots of things I liked, lots of things I wasn't overly keen on. The story was a little bit trite. It was very familiar of other zombie movies. It didn't offer much in the form of characters or story to really give it that oomph it needed. Which is a kind of average movie for me. I enjoyed the gore, and I would go back and watch it again with friends, maybe a couple of beers, kind of enjoy it. One of those movies that you can zone out, have a conversation and go back into. Of course, I'd love to know your thoughts on Flesheater. This is the first time I have watched it. I will watch it again and see how my second opinion goes on this one. I would love to know if you love it, hate it, what you think about this one. Of course, let me know in the comment box below. There is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. And if you want to join me on the Patreon or the membership program, that would be amazing. And don't forget to click that like button, because it does all kinds of wonderful and wacky things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.